Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on Survive the Apocalypse. And today we're gonna go over the very kind of sad news about this game and how they debuffed the Necromancer. And honestly, I'm just kind of disappointed in the fact that they debuffed it. Even though at least I want to say 55% of the community goes ahead and uses Necromancer instead of actually trying to fix some of the negative things about it. For example, when you go ahead and do a melee strike and you get 15% chance of actually reincarnating a zombie, they haven't fixed that because when you get past the higher waves, it doesn't exactly work as planned when you go past like 150. But unfortunately, they debuffed it, and in the worst way imaginable. And so pretty much one of the things that they went ahead and debuffed was the stack ability from my understanding. And so pretty much for you guys that don't really know what that is, when you go ahead and unlock level 3 for Necromancer, obviously it's one hell of a way to get to level 3 and it takes forever to do. Pretty much you could go ahead and use the Call of the Dead feature, which goes ahead and allows you to summon zombies. And this Call of the Dead feature is kind of just unique to 10 zombies that can actually reincarnate. And there is a 15% chance that whenever you kill a zombie with a melee, any melee, you could go ahead and get a zombie that works for you now. But there's also a thing where pretty much if you go ahead and kill a zombie with a scythe every 30 seconds, you get one that reincarnates, but it only lasts 2 minutes long for both of them. And when it comes to this unfortunate thing is that they've minimized the amount of zombies that you could actually hold. So now it's going to be a max of 10 the entire time. So right now you're going to see that I have all these zombies, but when I use my Call of Dead feature, some of these guys will die, which is just heartbreaking to me. Before you were able to go ahead and just have not an infinite army, because obviously they're hard to keep alive, but unfortunately it just kills your zombies that you currently have, and that just is a big takeaway in the game for me as a player, to the point where it's like, am I gonna continue to run Necromancer, or is it like, should I potentially stop playing the game entirely? And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a screenshot from my live stream. Obviously yesterday I was live streaming for about 8 hours, almost 9 hours right here, and we also have other people that were pretty much concerned about this as well. After the Necromancer nerf, as LLV stated, I just don't feel like playing the game anymore, man. Hopefully they come out with a new good class, or the Necromancer rework comes fast, which we're kind of hoping that it gets reworked to some degree. And it's not just LLV, it's me as well that kind of is a little bit disappointed with this update that they made with the debuff on the Necromancer. And it's not just us too. There are multiple people that have already said that they have already quit, or they're deciding about quitting. And it's kind of sad because, like, when you think about it, I don't want to say the majority of the community has Necromancer, but whenever I join the public lobbies, a lot of people have more Necromancers and Commanders and Psychics. And really, a lot of people like to play solos. And when it comes to the Necromancer, you could go ahead and do solos, you could go ahead and do team, you could do support, you could do offense, you could do defense, you could do scouting. And there's not a class that can also do all 6 of those, which is kind of like the biggest rip when it comes to, like, to other classes. But at the same time, the fact that they nuked it this bad is not something that I was really looking forward to. Obviously, I was working Coachella weekend 1 and 2. I'm obviously a content creator for YouTube, but I'm also a content creator for Instagram and Facebook, as well as other bigger platforms. Just to go ahead and show you guys my platform, this is pretty much like one of my Instagram pages, and this is of me having 281,000 followers, and this is actually my baby account. This is my lowest account that has the lowest amount of followers. And unfortunately, I have to go out every weekend to go ahead and pretty much go to big events, pretty much go ahead and like get sponsorships from people that pretty much pay me. I had big sponsorships before, and I also help out a friend out there too. And so every weekend I'm unfortunately not here, and this is gonna be the last weekend. But when I pretty much took off last weekend and I heard they nerfed it, I was like, okay, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but really it is a big deal, because unfortunately when you use the Call of the Dead feature, it go ahead and gets the best zombies that are out in the field. And it used to go ahead and stack, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it was so difficult to hold more than like 15-20 zombies, just because they die super easy. I mean, yeah, they have 50% more health, but on the higher waves, like when you're at day like 300, they die super quickly. So I'm honestly unsure why they decided to go ahead and just eliminate the fact that you can't really stack zombies, and it just hurts a lot. Now, the biggest concern right now is how many players are going to leave the game. Not as many as you would think, but there are a handful of people that have already said they're quitting or that they're thinking about potentially leaving the game entirely. And to me, too, it's like I basically play this game all the time with my viewers. I usually average like maybe like 40 to like 30 to 50 people on my live streams and stuff. My videos obviously don't get that much traction. But a lot of people have been stating that they're very disappointed with this, and the fact that at the majority of the community, not all of it, but the majority actually use Necromancer from what I see, and the fact that they debuffed it this badly is just, it's not cool. If I were to go ahead and be a developer, if I wanted to go ahead and change something in the game, I would go ahead and change what you're able to potentially get rid of when you summon. Like, for example, when you use the Call of the Dead feature, some zombies do die, right? If it was me, the way that I would go ahead and fix this and minimize the amount of like zombies they could have is put the max cap at 15 or 20, because obviously I haven't heard anyone having more than 30 summons in one game. It's literally impossible when you're in the higher waves. But I would probably cap it to 15. And also, when you use your Call of the Dead ability, it does not kill the stronger zombies, because there's some times where I'll be outside scouting at night, and I literally stay at night until there's like a lot of brutes that show up and just try to wait for my team to go ahead and just kill all the zombies in the base, and they all die on the outside, and then I'm able to summon all the brutes. And then when I go ahead and summon again, I would hate to see those brutes disappear for just a regular walker or crawler. So that's what I would fix. Instead of potentially all of your summons dying as soon as you use your Call of the Dead feature, it keeps your strongest ones and continues to have your strongest ones. And I would go ahead and potentially cap it at 15. Don't just cap it at 10. That's just barbaric. For the people that have actually grinded, for the people that have actually played this game, that's like the biggest disrespect, is telling them, oh, congratulations, you grinded so hard for this game, just to go ahead and give you a middle finger and just dupe down the Necromancer. But yeah, overall, now I would go ahead and rate the Necromancer class about, in gems worth, 750 to about 815 gems. I would definitely would be hesitant on telling people to go ahead and buy this again. Like, it still meets all the requirements: solo play, team play, offense, defense, support, as well as, what was the other one? I forget the other one. But pretty much it still does meet all the requirements, and this is like one I would still like to use. However, the fact that they just nerfed it to complete dog water is just unfortunate. And I would usually go ahead and cuss my live streams, so I'm trying to minimize the amount of times that I cuss here. So I'm trying to use different words, but I'm super disappointed. It's really heartbreaking to me too that this is how it is, but it is what it is. You can't do anything about it. Hopefully they move forward and they're able to potentially rework it, and if not, I'm just going to be very disappointed, because I've spent so much time making content on this game that if people start leaving the game, people are not going to be watching the content anymore. So that's my biggest concern. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care.